I'm just looking at it like a camera. I forget what I was supposed to do. Wasn't I supposed to pretend it was like a friend, or there's a friend behind the camera? Really
Imagine you are speaking to Kevin over the screen of your phone and talk to your camera that way. Yeah. Literally just talk to the camera like you're talking to Kevin.
Hey, Kevin.
Oh, you're not a SpongeBob kid.
We're Will and Em, and we're living on the hook in our sailboat, Appa. After years of plotting our escape from the Fire Nation, aka our day jobs, we're finally home free on the open seas. Living off the land and learning how to take life at a much slower pace, we're embarking on our monomyth with our trusty sidekick, Lou Dog. Grab a beer, kick your feet up, and let us take you on this wild ride aboard our sailing bison.
Welcome back. You're joining us as we sail towards our hurricane hideout. Last week, we explored the beautiful Sweet Pea with our first extended cut episode. If you missed it, click the link above to check it out. This week, we are visiting the very last town before entering the remote northern Sea of Cortez.
I just finished my coffee. I'm freaking pumped. But today's moving day. We're leaving.
Getting out of here.
And it's a very special moving day. Why is that, Will?
Today, we will be tying to a dock for the first time in 10 months.
Coming up. This is the first time we've taken the engine off the dinghy in probably, what do you think, 2 months? 2 months.
We went from living in a big city, Chicago, to being totally off-grid for 10 months in just 45 days.
Yeah, that's a fun story, actually.
Very quick turnaround.
It is actually kind of a crazy story. If you would like to hear the story of how Will and I went from landlubbers to full-time liveaboards in 45 days, leave us a comment. So if you would like some inspiration on how to... I keep trying to steal your napkin, I'm so sorry.
It's all good.
If you would like some inspiration on... If you have a boat and you want to come do this and you need inspiration for leaving the dock, leave us a comment. Leave us a comment. Don't watch the video because we're not going to make the video if you don't leave a comment. You have to leave a comment for us to make the video.
So San Rosalia, it's our last place to reprovision significantly before heading into the deep north of the Sea of Cortez, where it's just nature. And the docks here are very cheap. So we decided to splurge. We're gonna get a dock for a couple days and yeah, live the high life.
Yeah. So yeah, come with us to Santa Rosalia and drop us a comment if you want to hear about how we became complete and utter crazy people. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about this morning. We're going to Santa Rosalia, which is 10.5 miles across the channel here. It's our last big town
before heading into the bays of LA, Bahia Las Animas and Bahia Los Angeles, Bay of LA, where we're going to spend some of the summer, if not most of the summer. We haven't really made a clear decision about that yet. But, you know, we'll figure it out when we get there.
Ooh, maybe it's a pod of super dolphins.
Super dolphins?
Super dolphins!
So we're going to go do that, reprovision. We're going to have one day of total vacation where we're going to go out to eat and do no boat jobs, which is going to be really nice. Top up on fuel.
Boat projects.
Boat projects. But yeah, we're going to a dock today. Very excited. And rant. Oh, I did forget to mention that
As we make our approach, I will provide a detailed review of our docking process. Comment below if you would do anything differently. First thing is first, while we are still in open waters, we prepare our docking supplies. We stage these items based on which side of the boat we will tie to the dock. Here, let's get you some instruments. Santa Rosalia has a man-made bay connected to the town with the port opening to the south. We follow the in-water markers along with our maps into the main channel. Emily gets to her station and kicks the fenders over. She also prepares her boat hook for easy access. The most important thing to remember when docking is the mantra, slow is pro. The goal is to put the boat along the dock as perfectly and gently as you can manage. Slow is pro. As we exit the main channel, I'm decreasing throttle, confirming that I can see our assigned dock. Our friends see us and come over to help catch our lines. At this point, I'm deciding what is the best angle to come into my slip. A longer curve gives me more time to slow down, but increases the chances that I overshoot, and a smaller curve is more accurate, but won't decrease as much speed. I decide to do a longer turn to slow my momentum, but aim high of my target. Then, after I've slowed down, I turn directly at the far point of my dock. A few feet before the bow collides, I go hard to port. This pushes my bow away from hitting the dock and my wide stern away from the boat next to me. The significant rudder angle acts as my final brake to slow the boat down.
I'll see if I can find a video for when we first bought the boat, but we have these stairs, two-step, that go off either side by where our gates are to step off onto docks. He's now in the lazarette looking for them, trying to get them out. And it'll be the first time they see daylight since we left the dock in Ventura. So, yay! We didn't hold on to them for no reason. How does it feel?
I haven't touched the water yet.
I'm in land. I mean, having a dock.
Oh,
It's a skinny little dock.
skinny little duck. Super quick Will's workshop. So what you can do is you just take a random ass zinc, put some fishing line on it, and drop it in the water next to your boat. Any spare electrical current in the water is going to find its way to this, and not your fancy bits like a propeller.
Being ready.
We are in San Rosalia. I have made a list of the things that we need to get done. I've broken this list into sections, categories of things. I'll read through a section and you add or change anything that you need to.
Now we're really rocking. Okay.
You just heard us make our list. And every single solitary time we are at a standstill in a town setting, Will makes these massive lists of all of this shit that needs to get done, and it's totally unreasonable for the amount of time that we are in a place. You have created a list that is 60 items long. We're never gonna get this shit done in 36 hours.
Fuels. Fill the propane. Fill the dinghy reserve. Fill the actual diesel tank. And then fill the diesel jerry cans. Alright, just filled up all of our fuel. We ended up needing about 5 gallons of gasoline for the dinghy and about 15 gallons of diesel for the actual boat. Laundry, we need to collect laundry, drop off laundry, pick up laundry, and then we'll do our last day at the laundromat.
Stuffs.
That's extremely easy. We contacted her via WhatsApp. She told us to meet her in the marina parking lot at 9 a.m. And her husband pulled in, loaded up our laundry into his trunk, and we'll meet them back in the parking lot at 5 p.m. And that's that. Super easy. Super easy.
Trash, throw away our stored stuff, and then we'll do a last day trash as well. Fishing, I thought we'd get more lures. We're here to get lures. We already picked out one. We might get one of these bigger pops up here. I don't know. You want to catch big fish? Gotta throw big lures. Hardware, we need to get a mop for the bees.
Alright, walked about 20 minutes, got to the spot we're going to. This is where we filled the propane, and it is closed. Right across the street is the hardware store. It is closed. Yeah, so this was a bust. We'll walk back.
A mop
Get a mop.
for the bees. What does that mean?
If you wake up early enough in the morning when the dew's there.
Oh, okay. You want a mop for the dew to avoid the bees. You said mop for the bees, and I'm thinking you were gonna go out there and like smush all the bees with a mop. I was like, that is a terrible idea. That makes a lot more sense.
Okay. We need to figure out the shaded area and then get the shading material. And I thought we'd also try to get your bidet work.
Maybe that's for hardware. Why do I feel like we talk about something else hardware related or something? Oh, the screws for the fishing thing. The fishing pole holder.
Alright, tell by the mop handle I got back here, the propane tank. That was mission success. Go back and keep doing shit.
Money. We need to figure out how much we want to bring with us to the Bay of LA, and then how much we actually need.
To withdraw. Yeah.
Emily and I both had very long days.
French fries.
So for dinner we went out and we got fries and pizza.
Little American dinner in.
Well, American dinner in.
Today was busy. Hi, Lou. Tomorrow's probably going to be busier.
You can go up there if you want.
You want to go bed? You want to go bed up here? Now, are you happy? Good boy.
Santa Rosalia is a small town located in the central part of the Baja Peninsula. It is the capital of Mulegé. The town slogan, translated to English, is "The people who refuse to die." That's metal as fuck. The history of the town is in shrimping and mining. More to come on that later. These days, Santa Rosalia is transitioning into a tourist destination. This transition is funded by a government-run program called Pueblo Mágico, where towns, once designated, receive funds to help their transition. Santa Rosalia joined the Pueblo Mágico ranks in July of 2023, and they've been hard at work investing into their community. With a small tour of the town complete, it's back to the boat as we prepare for our upcoming trip.
Food. We need to fill out the provisioning sheet. Get non-perishables.
Got 2 shopping carts. Fill them up. Here in Mexico, the people who bag your groceries at the end of the line don't actually work for the grocery store. They're just self-employed, hope for a buck. The guy who was bagging my groceries is now offered to drive me to the marina.
Get fresh, get frozen, get drinks, get beer and liquor. All separate things.
Alright, got my backpack on again, making my last trip into town. This one's for fresh produce. I'm gonna try out a new store. Supposedly they got pretty good stuff. Throw in the bag and be done with provisioning. I happen to walk right past a candy store. We're stocked on chocolates, baby.
Next up is shore power.
Okay.
Upload our YouTubes. Charge everything. Top off batteries. And then once they're topped off, we'll equalize the shunt and the solar shunt. Figure out how shore power works and charge the dinghy battery. Last section is maintenance, actual projects.
Okay.
We have a rigging check. Change outboard oil. Clean under the engine. Clean the engine strainer. Freshwater flush the water maker. Install the bug screen. Spray paint the anchor chain. Check the Starlink fishing pole. Clean the boat interior. Clean the fridge, clean the food.
The outboard oil has been changed. There was no reason for me to be scared of that and wait 4 extra months. Easiest.
Access to a hose. Wash the boat. Wash the rigging. Wash the dive suits. Wash the trash can. Wash the bilge. Wash the dog pad. Last day, boat wash down. And wash the glass cleaner pads.
Okay.
Anything else you think we should do with fresh water? Probably wash the dinghy down.
I was just gonna say wash the dinghy.
Ooh, I beat you to it. Better luck next time. Still my list.
I did think we would do the cockpit cushions when we cleaned the boat.
Okay. I've added them.
I can even-
Cushions.
I can even do them at the same time I do the dog pad. And scrub those down with the deck brush.
So we just learned that the town of Rosalia is in a drought, which means that the water on the docks is not on. It's supposed to be on from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and then I think they told us 4 to 6 p.m. But it hasn't been on at all since we've been here for the last few days.
Is there anything else that we wanted to do? I think that all. That's weird.
really worked out in our favor yesterday. I went to return the keys, and we would then depart this dock and go to Sweet Pea. When I got there, I said we were leaving now, and she said that we had already paid for tonight.
We spent our extra day wisely, and I was able to fulfill my promise to Emily, spending 24 hours just enjoying ourselves. Passing back through town, we made our way to the famous French bakery.
What do you think?
One of everything.
Full of caffeine and sugar, it was time to visit the copper mining factory that has supported the community for nearly 150 years. Even with antiquated machinery and a depletion of resources, the mine still produces roughly 50,000 tons of copper every year. Before the roads were built, the copper would be loaded onto ships using this massive tower named El Chute. Shortly after we left, El Chute fell victim to the elements and finally came down. It stood as a trademark to the town for 130 years. I'm glad we made it just in time to see it. With our day on the town complete, we joined our friends from Beluga for a Chinese dinner on the less populated southern side of town. The sun set as we savored our final night in a marina.
Okay.
Next week is a wild ride as we leave this pocket of civilization and sail into the deep northern sea. 24 hours of changing conditions later, we float into the night and sail towards our most remote destinations yet. We'll see you then.